This is Bold Table Talk with Eve Everett. No gossip, no sugarcoating, just truth at the table. Names and identifying details have been changed to protect privacy. This story is shared to bring attention to aging women, caregiving, housing insecurity, fixed income, family agreements, and what can happen when protection is not in writing. Mary, thank you for sitting down with me. I know this is not an easy story to tell.
No, it is not. But I think people need to know what happened. Maybe it will help somebody else before they end up where I am.
Then let's start at the beginning. Before all of this, you were married to Bill.
Yes, I was married to Bill for a long time, and he was not a very nice man. When he left, he did not just leave me emotionally. He left the house we had owned together in foreclosure.
So when Bill left, you were facing losing your home.
Yes, I could have ended up homeless back then. I did not know what I was going to do.
And that is when your daughter June and her husband Mike stepped in?
Yes, June and Mike paid for the house and bought it so it would not go into foreclosure. At the time, it felt like they were saving me from being homeless.
So in the beginning, it felt like family helping family.
Yes, it did. I thought I was safe.
But the house was no longer yours legally.
No, it belonged to June and Mike. I lived there, but it was theirs.
That is important, because a lot of women may live somewhere for years and feel like it is home, but legally, they may not be protected.
That is right. I lived there. I paid rent. I helped with what needed to be done, but it was not mine anymore.
You were also taking care of your grandson.
Yes, my grandson is a mentally challenged adult. I take care of him. He depends on me.
So you were not just trying to keep a roof over your own head, you were trying to keep a roof over his too.
Yes, that is what made it even harder.
So now we are going to talk about when Jim came into the picture. So after time had passed, you meet Jim.
Yes, Jim came into my life and he moved in with me. He worked and he made a little more money than I did, so he helped with the bills.
Did he help with the house too?
Yes, he helped with bills and repairs. The house still belonged to June and Mike, but Jim and I were the ones living there. Most of what got done around the house came from us.
So even though you did not own it, you and Jim were helping keep that house going.
Yes, we paid rent, and we paid for things the house needed when we could.
Jim was also dealing with serious health issues.
Yes, Jim was a disabled veteran, and he had stage 3 cancer. The Veterans Hospital gave him pain medicine while he was going through treatment.
And there was an issue involving Jessica, June and Mike's daughter.
Yes, Jessica had gotten hurt and was on pain medicine. Before, she had asked Jim for a couple of his pain pills because he did not use them very often. Sometimes he gave her a few.
But then, something changed, and the situation began to look very different.
Yes, she asked him again, but this time he told her no because we had just found out she was pregnant.
And after Jim said no, that is when things started getting ugly?
Yes, that is when things started changing.
Around that time, Mike was getting ready to retire.
Yes, June and Mike decided they would move in with us. They said it would help everyone out. Since they still owned the house, they moved in with me and Jim.
Did it feel helpful at first?
Maybe at first, but it did not stay that way. There was tension.
Tell me what happened with June and Jim.
One day, June got irritated with Jim over something. She started yelling and shouting at him. She was pushing him and putting her finger in his face.
How did Jim respond to that? Tell me about his reaction.
He tried really hard not to react. He just tried to let her go on. He did not want to make it worse.
That is a hard thing, especially for someone already sick and going through cancer.
Yes, it was hard.
After that, June and Mike decided to buy another house and move out.
Yes, they moved out after a while.
But you and Jim stayed in the house.
Yes, we stayed. We would pay rent and continue to take care of the house.
What happened after Jim's health got worse?
Jim got really sick and could not work anymore. He got a disability check. I got my Social Security check, and my grandson got a very small check. Between the three of us, we could keep the bills paid.
It was not easy, but you were managing.
Yes, we were making it work the best we could.
Then, Jim died, and everything changed.
Yes, Jim died, and after that, everything got harder. I was left trying to make it on 2 small checks a month.
You lost Jim emotionally, but you also lost the help he brought into the home.
He helped with bills, he helped with repairs, he helped me keep going.
After Jim died, what happened with the rent?
June and Mike raised the rent to an amount we could not afford anymore.
And you were told to get a job?
Yes, they told me to go get a job.
Mary, how old are you?
Yes, I am 80 years old. I couldn't believe they were actually telling me to go out and get a job at my age.
An 80-year-old woman, grieving, caring for a disabled adult grandson, living on Social Security, was told to get a job. That is a hard sentence to hear.
It was hard to live it.
So when the rent became too much, you tried to find a way to survive.
Yes, the house was big, so I decided to take in boarders. I was just trying to keep from being homeless.
You were trying to create income from the space you had.
Yes, I did not know what else to do.
What happened when June and Mike found out?
They raised the rent again.
So the boarders were supposed to help you make ends meet, but then the rent went up again.
Yes, that's right.
Did the boarders keep paying?
A couple of them moved out. Then there were a couple still there who were not paying me anything, and I could not get them out.
Because you did not own the house.
Right. I rented just like they did. I could not evict them because the house was not mine.
And you asked June and Mike for help getting the non-paying people out.
Yes, I asked them to help evict those people because I could not do it myself.
And what happened next? Tell me more.
They helped, all right. They evicted everyone.
Everyone meaning the boarders, you, and your grandson.
Yes, all of us.
While all of this was happening, something terrible happened to you physically.
Yes. I was in the kitchen fixing dinner and I fell because of a hole in the kitchen floor.
You fell because of a damaged area in the floor in the house that June and Mike owned?
Because of a hole in the floor.
And you broke your hip.
Yes, I broke my hip and had to have emergency surgery.
So you were dealing with pain, surgery, recovery, and eviction all at the same time?
Yes, I was in pain and trying to deal with being put out too.
That is a lot for anybody, but at 80, it is something else entirely.
It was awful.
When you were evicted, what were you able to take with you?
Yes, just our clothes.
Everything else, your furniture, your belongings, even your grandson's items, all of it stayed behind.
Yes, we could not take anything. June and Mike said it was all theirs.
So after living there for years, paying rent, helping maintain the home, and trying to keep everything going, you left with clothing.
Yes, that is correct.
And so, tell me, where are you now?
Right now, we are staying at a hotel until I can figure out what to do next.
Mary, when you look back at this whole situation, what is the hardest part for you?
That it was family. I thought family was supposed to help you. I did not think I would end up like this.
That is the quiet part a lot of women are afraid to say out loud. Family does not always act like family. What would you want another older woman to understand from your story?
Do not just trust that everything will be okay because it is family. Make sure things are written down. Make sure you know what rights you have. Make sure you are protected. Because I thought I was safe and I was not.
Mary, what do you want people to know about you?
I tried. I really did. I tried to keep the bills paid. I tried to take care of my grandson. I tried to keep a roof over our heads. I did not just give up.
I believe that is what people need to hear most. You did not fail to survive. You were surviving in a situation where there was no safety net. Thank you, Mary. Mary's story is not just about one family. It is about aging women living on fixed incomes. It is about caregivers who are expected to keep giving even when they have nothing left. It is about family-owned housing with no written protection. It is about what happens when rent can be raised, belongings can be claimed, and a woman can be pushed out of the place she thought was home. It is about an 80-year-old woman recovering from a broken hip while trying to figure out where she and her disabled adult grandson are going to sleep. And no, this is not gossip, this is not family drama for entertainment. This is a warning because sometimes family is the safety net, and sometimes family is the storm. So the question at the table today is this: what happens when family does not act like family? And maybe the bigger question is, how do we make sure women like Mary are protected before everything falls apart? This is Bold Table Talk with Eve Everett. No gossip, no sugarcoating, just truth at the table.